All right, everyone, it's Friday, and you know what that means? It's time for Stop Being the Best Kept Secret. And wow, are we going to have some fun today? Because we're going to talk about digital marketing strategies and the power of customer segmentation. I'm one of your co-hosts, Damon Pistulka, and that pretty gentleman right over there is Curt Anderson. Take it away, my friend.
Damon, my brother from another mother. Dude, happy Friday to you. It's Friday if you're catching us on another day. And it happens to be today. It's a big weekend. Is it a big weekend, Damon, for some people in the
weekend? It is a big weekend.
In the Northwest. What's going on this weekend?
Well, we've got a little thing on the West Coast called the Super Bowl.
Oh, you got the Super Bowl. Well, I think the whole country has a Super Bowl, but it's special for you,
Yes.
Our friends in the North. So we got our friends in the Northeast are going to be rooting for one team. Our friends in the Northwest are rooting for another team. And what's your prediction?
I just hope it's a good game.
Just hoping for, well,
I'm hoping it's a good game. I'd like it if the Seahawks won because that's my team.
All right.
But they got to play to win. They got to do it.
I'm going 31-21 Seattle. How's that? 31-21. Mark that one down.
31-21.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got?
I would say that, I think it's going to be a little bit more than that, but that's just me. I think we might get to 31, but it's going to be like the 10 or maybe 14 if they get 2 touchdowns, or 13 if they get a touchdown and a couple field goals, kind of thing.
Okay.
It's going to be hard to score against our defense. That's for sure.
It's going to be tough. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, hey, happy Friday. We got Whitney in the house.
Yeah, we got Whitney. How you doing, Whitney?
Gosh.
Happy Friday, everyone. It's been a long time since we've seen you.
Happy. Hope Whitney, and she's got a new gig, and she is absolutely crushing it. So, Whitney, happy Friday. Hope you and the family are doing amazing. Guys, we have a great conversation here going today. Damon, we've been two dudes, like we call it getting 60. We're getting sassy at 60. We're getting sassy. What does it mean getting sassy at 60?
Well, we've been working with manufacturers for a long time, helping them implement digital marketing strategies. And then at the advent of AI and other things, we just saw the improvements that we can make in speed and efficiency and quality of the work that we had done for years with it. And, you came up with the idea to go, hey, let's package this thing together in something that's simple for people to use.
Absolutely. So we call it it's the B2B Tel digital game plan. We are so excited. It's a new software tool. And hey, why don't we have a little reveal party right here, right now, Damon? And so what do you think of that bad boy?
And it basically is combining all the steps of the digital game plan marketing system. It's not like we just came up with this. The digital game plan marketing system has been in play for a long time, where we go through the different pieces of it, where we're identifying strengths. We're, doing this is one piece that we're talking about today. Customer segmentation is huge. Customer profiles, and then we look at keywords and questions and all the other things that really help us really connect with those customers better.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I did is I created a little dummy account here, and it's hey, have you heard of a company called Procter & Gamble? Have you heard of that company?
I have.
I thought you froze. Okay, so here, you know what, Damon, little history lesson.
Yep.
1837, Procter & Gamble was founded. 1837. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes back a few years. So, still an American stalwart today, right? Procter & Gamble. And I love at the top here, we've got, did you see the little wave? Hi, Procter, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So we're going to dive in, and hey, Whitney says, we got a couple comments here.
Yeah, she did. She said, hey, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. And then we got Safia to stop by and say, looking forward to see new digital marketing strategies.
Hey, Safia, thanks for stopping by, guys. Drop us a note. Let us know you're out there. Connect with Damon on LinkedIn. It'd be an honor. I would love to connect with you as well. And so we're talking about Procter & Gamble. And so last Friday, Damon, we dove into the core strengths and opportunities. We call it the SO. So I would say if a company's been around since 1837, Procter & Gamble probably has a couple of strengths, don't you think?
I would say they must have. It's almost a must have to stay in, what is that? Almost 200 years.
Yeah, I can't do the math, but it's a long time, right? It's a little older than us, right? That's a statement in itself.
By
right?
more than double.
anything older than us. That's
Yeah.
so okay. So we're here to talk about segmenting your customers. Okay. And
Yeah.
we're happy if you're coming to us in the States. We're big baseball fans. You're outside of the United States. So in baseball, you have a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. Damon, let's dive in. Why do you feel it's so important to segment your customers for your really to be effective with your digital marketing strategies?
I think this is one of the coolest things that we get to help customers do, because you get into business and you're like, oh, I'm just getting business, right? I want to get business, want to get business. So now you've got some business and you're like, now we need marketing. Who are we going to talk to?
Yeah.
And you say this a lot, Curt. If we don't speak directly to someone and we try to speak to everyone, we're really speaking to no one.
Yeah.
This allows us to look at our different segments of our customer base. It might be like by product line. It might be like service line. It might be just by dollar volume, right? And we go, okay, they order this much from us, those kind of things. But when you break it down like that, you can go, who are our best customers where they really love the value we provide? They connect with us and we just love working with them. You know, everything from, we like the people, they love what we do with them, they pay us well, they feel we're giving them good value all the way through. Because then when we start to look at our marketing, not just our marketing, our sales efforts too, it just streamlines things so much. We're not looking at 10,000 companies, we're looking at 8,000 or whatever that subset is of these companies.
Right.
It's so cool.
Right. And I think, you know, we enjoy using that line, niche down till it hurts. And I love what you're saying. Like, how do you just narrow down your focus? So for example, you know, we have a client that we're working closely with, they do dog treats, you know, and so, you know, their singles are their consumers, the folks that come in the door, you know, they, in particular, they're in a vacation spot type, if you will. A lot of people are traveling through. So like, you know, people stop by once a year, every couple of years, like those are their singles. Then they have their regulars, the consumers that come in on a regular basis. Those are their doubles, like people we see every Saturday or once a month, or just the consistent folks. We're seeing them face to face. Then we get into the triples. That gets into like that B2B relationship. They've got like these nice resellers. Maybe it could be like a pet groomer or like a small retail operation, and they're going to be selling more. Then we get into like the home runs, and the home runs are the folks like, you know, maybe it's a pet store, a pet chain, that type of thing, and they're selling more. So we've got the singles, the doubles, triples, home runs. And what we love to do is like with different clients, like we're getting laser focused and we're focusing on our singles. How do we market to them? Where do we find them? So on and so forth. That's a different element than focusing on the triples, that B2B relationship. Totally different conversation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And that's where this clarity you get from, okay, what do we have for segments? And what is the segment that we really want to go after first? Because we shouldn't be going after all of them at once. We really need to subset it down. And even if you're a veterinarian, if you're a roofer, if you're doing B2B industrial work, I don't care if you're an electrical contractor, right? It doesn't matter. You really need to understand who you really need to go to and who that perfect opportunity it comes from.
Exactly. So absolutely love this, because the thing, like with the pet food situation, then we're going to dive into Procter & Gamble here with the pet food situation, you know, that consumer, like I'm a dog fanatic. My little Louis is he's I don't know if you can hear him snoring. He's snoring at the top of his lungs, right? So like if I'm a soulmate customer, like, you know, I want to know like, hey, how do I take care of Louis? But if you and I have a retail business, you know, now we're thinking about, okay, well, profitability, turnover, quality, shelf life. We have a totally different element that we're focusing on, right? And so that's what we want to dive in here. So let's take a look at the digital game plan that we've created here for Procter & Gamble. And we look at their singles and we're like, man, like these are like, you know, for most of us out there, like these would be home runs. But if you're Procter & Gamble, you know, hey, the dollar stores, Big Lots, Dollar General, 7-Eleven, convenience store, like these would be great companies. Do you think these companies are buying from Procter & Gamble, Damon?
They probably are.
Most likely they probably are, right? But I wanted to show a company here that we all know extremely well. Let's dive in. Anything that I'm going to move up to the doubles. Anything that you want to comment here on this element of customer that we're focusing on for the singles?
No, I think these are yeah, as you're in business, you're going to have people coming to you, and you really need to understand this segmentation is so important because it'll keep you out of opportunities that you shouldn't be pursuing,
Right.
that are going to not turn out as well for you as they could, or your customers that you would bring in that situation.
Right. And you know what? I wish we had a guest, Eric, just 3 weeks ago. Remember, he started his career at Procter and Gamble. I would love to go over this with him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you look at this lineup here, like the 7-Eleven dollar stores, they convenience, like running in and out. I'm not necessarily going to buy bulk. And so like from Procter and Gamble standpoint, like there's a targeted element that they are selling to, a segmentation with this list of customer, right? Let's move up to take a look at the doubles. Okay. Now the doubles here, we're looking at something a little bit different. Major, massive grocery chains, right? Home Depot, Ace Hardware, True Value and Ace Hardware. So when you think of, hardware, Procter and Gamble, well, guess what? They have all sorts of cleaning supplies, right? So now that buyer persona is going to be a little bit different than what we saw at the same. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's just, you look at the different ways that you're going to have to go after somebody. If you really wanted to sell into a big national grocery chain, it's much different than if I want to walk into a small regional chain and try to sell that, because just because of the hierarchy that you have to deal with across the big chain.
Exactly. So as we keep moving, hey, Damon, man, even though it's Super Bowl weekend, we're just, baseball starts in like a week.
Yes.
Right. How
pitchers and catchers report.
Oh my gosh. I just love this time of year, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be spring, because what starts next week? I'm buried in snow right now. Spring training, right? So, okay. But as we dive in here, let's take a look. So we take a look at some of these, so we've got like Office Depot, Staples, Party City, Walgreens, like, why are these companies on here? Well, Office Depot and Staples, all sorts of cleaning supplies for businesses, right? Walgreens for convenience stores, Party City. So again, a little different element. And the cool thing is, if I, hopefully this is going to work. Let's take a look at Staples. The Staples here. So I'm going to share this tab. So when I click this, for our small manufacturers, we're just using a household example, but for our small manufacturers, when they click into those links, we get those singles, doubles, triples, home runs. And what this does, it's producing potential candidates to reach out to, right? Yeah. And it kind of gets the juices flowing to think about, like, okay, who do we want to target? Where are they hanging out? How do we approach them? And the cool thing is, with the digital game plan, each of those has a link going right to that website and their social.
Yeah, it starts to pull potentials right there.
Exactly. So, all right, Damon, we are flying around the bases, brother.
Yep.
We're looking at, how would you describe, what does a home run look like from a customer standpoint to you?
It's one of those game-changing kind of relationships, right? And it really can make a huge difference. Now, you don't want your whole business built on them, but these are the ones that if they're making up 30-40%, that's a good thing.
Yep. So we take a look here, and boy, is Walmart, Amazon, Target, Best, like, would those be home runs?
Yeah.
For many of our manufacturing friends out there, 100%, right?
Yeah.
Obviously for Procter and Gamble, they're selling to all these folks. But as we moved up the food chain, we looked at, like, the small convenience store, the Dollar Generals, the dollar stores, that type of retail, that smaller concept. And now we've moved up to, Walmart, Amazon, to the gorillas in the room. And once again, it's like, it's getting our mindset wrapped around, like, what are the possibilities that we can target? Now, if you're trying to get your foot in the door to Walmart, that's going to be a little bit different approach than maybe some of these other folks, right? Would you say?
A little different.
Just a little bit different. So, okay. I know we're going to start winding down here. Oh yeah. Good catch. Party City. Whitney says Party City's.
Yeah. Whitney says Party City is no more. Yep.
Man, it's just think, like, Whitney does, as a parent, man, Party City was like really convenient, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So slide in here. We're going to start winding down. Damon, for our friends out there in marketing, as we come in and, like, we're just really trying to segment those customers, why don't you take us home? What are some closing thoughts that you have?
Well, I think this. Sit down and think about this and do an exercise like this, because when you really understand your customer base and who the best customers are for you, then it gives you the whole path. It's not just okay, these are the customers we want to target. This is the way they buy. This is the kind of things they search for, the questions they have, the content that they need to help them make good decisions. I mean, it just clarifies your marketing efforts so much.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys, we are going to wind down and close out with that. So again, when you are diving in, if you are new, just kickstarting your digital marketing journey, a great way to go is last week we dove into the strengths and opportunities, focus on like what you're absolutely best at. And then the next step is start bucketing and segmenting the current customers that you have. Damon, I came up with this when I was like in my 20s, man. I was like a baseball junkie, and I had this little tiny, disastrous wholesale business. And for me, it was just a game changer because now I knew how to target each of them and how to grow from there. So, okay, we'll start. Hey, we got another comment here from Whitney.
Yeah. Whitney says a great business opportunity to fill the void that Party City left. Michael's has tried, but it's not the best. Yes, man. I have heard that exact comment.
You know what, Whitney? Might be a business opportunity. Maybe we need to start a little party business. So that would be, Damon, that would be a good time. So, okay, we're going to close out. Damon, words of wisdom, parting thoughts that you want to share as we close out?
Hey, take the time to look at your customer segments because it'll really help your marketing.
Absolutely. And if you would like to take your business through the digital game plan, reach out to Damon, reach out to myself. And guess what, guys? Within a week, we're going to have this link live and ready for folks to start filling it out themselves. It's a do it yourself, if you will, a little digital self-serve. And our goal is just to get this in the hands of as many people as possible to help you on your digital marketing journey. So, and it's completely free, Damon. I don't know. We're never going to retire, dude.
No, but this is going to be good stuff.
It's good stuff. So we are dedicated to helping others out there and helping you take your business to the next level and stop being the best kept secret. So again, we are talking digital marketing strategies and the power of customer segmentation. And so, Damon, I wish you great best of luck this weekend, man.
Yeah. We're going to have a good weekend, and I want everyone out there to have a great weekend as well. Thanks so much for being here, Whitney, Safia, and all the others. I can see other people that are out there listening. Thank you for being there as well. We're going to be done for today, but we'll be back again next week with some more awesome guests or topics that we're going to be covering. So thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Have a great weekend. God bless. See you.